Good morning all of you. Today I am going to continue the chapter complex number exercise 1.1. In the earlier class I have already given the introduction. So today we have to see some example based on exercise 1.1. Okay. So you can see on our blackboard I have written one example, that is simplify. It is the first example from exercise 1.1. You can see in your textbook. Okay. The example is root of minus 16 plus 3 into root of minus 25 plus root of minus 36 minus square root of minus 625. Okay. And the question is you have to simplify this. Okay. So how to simplify this? First we have to follow the rules of complex number to simplify this example. Okay. You can see that how many terms are there in that example? Yes. That is, there are 4 terms in this example. First, second, third and fourth. Okay. And if you observe the each and every term, you have to see there is a square root with the minus sign. Okay. So minus of 16 is there. Minus of root minus 25 is there. Root minus 36 is there. And root minus 625 is there. Okay. You all know that the square root of the 16. Okay. So what is the square root of 16? It is 4. Okay. Again you have to see the second term, root of 25. Root of 25 is 5. Here the root of 36. The root of 36 is 6. And the root of 625, it is 25. Okay. You all know that this. You already studied in your previous classes. So what about this minus sign? Okay, if we have to find the square root of 16, first we have to separate this minus sign from the root. Okay, so we have to separate the minus sign. So how it is possible? Yes, we have to apply the definition of complex number here. Okay, because we know that in the last period we have studied AB belongs to the real number and I, that is the imaginary number, and value of I is equal to root of minus 1. So we can also write this I square is equal to minus 1. So this value is very much useful to solve this example. Okay. So start from the first term, root of 16. Okay. So we have to separate the minus. So we can write this also 16 into minus 1. Yes. Then the second term, 3, you have to write as it is, into root 25. Have to write this, 25 into minus 1. Okay. Then in the next term, 36 is there. Again, you have to follow the same, 36 into minus 1. And here minus sign is there. So root 625. So 625 into minus 1. Okay. Now you can see the root 16 into root minus 1. Here the root 25 into root minus 1. And root 36 into root minus 1. And root 625 into root minus 1. Okay. So now we can easily separate this minus. Okay. So minus of root. That is root minus 1. We know the value here. That is I square is equal to minus 1 and I is equal to root minus 1. So we can substitute, that is root 16 into minus 1. So in place of minus 1 we have to write I square here. Okay. So 16 into I square plus 3 we have to write as it is, and the root of 25 into again I square. Then plus root 36 into I square. Here minus of root 625 into I square. Okay. Now you have to separate the root. So what is the value? For root 16 you know that it's 4. And root of I square. So root of I square we have to write, it is only I. So it's 4i. Plus sign is as it is and 3 is there. So we can write it's as it is. So again root 25, it's 5 and root I square is I. Then plus root 36 is 6 and that is I root of I square. Okay, and now in there minus of root of 625 is 25 and root of I square it's I. Okay, now see all the terms we have written in the form of I. Okay, that means the imaginary number. So only these terms, that 3 into 5i. So how do this multiply? 5 into 3, 15. 15i. So again we have to simplify. 4i plus 15i plus 6i minus 25i. Okay. So take the addition from these 3 terms and subtract with minus of. It is subtraction sign is there. So whatever addition of this is 15 plus 4 is 99 plus 6 is 25i. So 25i minus 25i, that is equal to 0. 0 is the answer. Okay. So in this way you have to simplify the so many examples related to this. Okay. So one example. Let's see. I'm going. Have you understand this one? Okay. So I'm now. I just want to give one example for homework. Okay. So take the answer of this. That is a b 4 into root minus 4, then plus 5 into root minus 9 and minus 3 into root minus 6. Okay, so you can see in your exercise there is the second example. It's 4 into root minus 4. Okay, then plus 5 into root minus 9 and minus 3 into root minus 16. So in the same way we have to calculate the answer of this. Now let's see how to find the different powers of I. You can see on blackboard I have written some examples that is related to the power of I. Okay. So there I to the power 35, I have taken first example. I to the power 888, this is the second one, and I to the power 93, this is the third one. Okay. So by the definition we have seen that the values of I square. What is the value for I square? It is minus 1. Okay. So just you have to remember this value, that is I square is equal to minus 1. Okay. So by using this value you can find out the so many powers of I. Okay. So we know that I to the power 0, by using the rules of indices, I to the power 0 is 1. Okay. I to the power 1. So I to the power 1, that is the answer is I. I to the power square, by the definition of complex number, I to the power square is what? This is minus 1. Okay. But what about the values I to the power cube? Do you know that how to find the values for I to the power cube? Okay. So if we have to find out the I to the power cube, we can't write directly the values for I to the power cube. Okay. So for that we have to find out the method. It's related to the definition. Okay. We know that it's I square is equal to minus 1. Okay. So how to write? We have to separate this power 3 by using the rules of indices. Okay, do you know that? The rules of indices, that is a to the power m into a to the power n, that we have to write a to the power n plus n. Okay, so we have to apply this formula here only. So we can separate this I to the power 3 with I to the power 2 into I to the power 1. Okay, and we easily know the values of I square, it is -1. So we can substitute here. I square is equal to -1. Okay, and -1 into I. So therefore the answer is minus of I. The value is for I to the power cube. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the so many powers. I to the power 4. It's easy to find out I to the power 4. कैसे find out करेंगे I to the power 4 को? I to the power square. Okay, 2 to the 4. Again the rules of indices. So I square की वैल्यू हमारे पास easily available है. That is I square is equal to -1. So minus of 1 square that is equal to 1. मतलब किसी भी माइनस नंबर का यदि पावर इवन होता है तो आंसर इज पॉजिटिव. ओके, तो यहाँ पे -1 into -1 you will get 1. Okay, so in this way we have to calculate the any power for I. So you can see in your exercise, I am continuing the exercise 1.1. Okay, there are so many examples related to I. Okay, और ये यदि आपको अच्छे से समझ में आएगा तो you can solve at least 5 or 6 sums related to this exercise. Okay, so remember this, I to the power 0 is 1, I to the power 1 that is I square is equal to -1 by definition. I to the power cube, how to find? We have to separate by applying the rules, that is I square into I. Value of I square is -1 and -1 into I, that is of -I. Okay, then I to the power 4. I to the power 4 you have to easily simplify by write this I square of square, 2 to the 4. And I square, the value of I square is -1, so -1 square, power is even, so answer is positive, it is 1. Okay, so in this way we have to calculate all these 3 examples. Okay, so see here how to find this. I to the power 35. Okay, जैसे ही हमने I to the power 3 को सिंप्लीफाई किया, just the same way we have to simplify this I to the power 35. Okay, so how to write this? I to the power 34 into I to the power 1. That 34 plus 1, it is 35. Again, how to write I to the power 34? That is I square of 17. 17 twos are 34. And I to the power 1 again, it is. Okay, अब I square की वैल्यू हमारे पास है तो we can easily substitute here. So here -1 to the power 17 and I to the power 1. Okay, अब यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो that power is even or odd. 17 is the odd number और power यदि odd आएगा तो answer is what? It is -1. Even power रहा तो you will get positive number and odd power रहा तो you will get the negative number. So it's -1 into I. The answer is minus of I. Okay, have you understand how to find this? So same way you have to find 888, I to the power 888. Okay, the question is given in your textbook. It's easy to separate I to the power 888, है ना? 888 का यदि हम हाफ करते हैं तो how to write this one? I square के फॉर्म में हम नंबर को इसलिए लिख रहे हैं because we know that I square is -1. तो I square की वैल्यू -1 ली तो डायरेक्टली we can find out the answer. यहाँ पे 888 दिया है ना? तो the half of 888 is 444. So I square 444 we can write, है ना? इवन पावर आ गया. अब यहाँ पे I square की वैल्यू हम डाल देंगे, that is -1 444. So इवन पावर रहा तो हमें आंसर पॉजिटिव ही मिलने वाला है. So answer is 1. Okay. So now see in the third example, I to the power 93. Again 93. How to separate this? It's again the rules of indices we have to apply. 93 को हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं? I to the power 92 into I to the power 1. Okay. अब 92 को हमें स्क्वायर के फॉर्म में लिखना आसान है. How to write this one? I square. और क्या हो जाएगी यहाँ पे पावर? Okay, what is the answer? It's 46 into I to the power 1. I square की वैल्यू how to Okay, so in this way we have to calculate the values for all these 3 examples. Okay, so by finding this way you have to calculate the answers of the remaining examples that it is already given in your exercise. Okay, the 5 to 6 examples are there related to this method, so you can easily solve this example. Okay, so this is your homework. First we have already taken the simplified question that you have to do, and after that you can solve the examples related to I.